What was that noise? Oh my gosh. It's an OutfitR hitch-mounted 2-bike rack. It must have fallen from the sky. This is the instruction manual. The guy that wrote it, or the gal, is so funny, but it's full of serious stuff. I count 14 pieces overall in the kit. Now let's get to the hard part and put it together. But first I have to wait. I want to read the finish of this very amusing instruction manual. Hey, before we get to the full assembly, I just want you to see the quality of the hardware, the fasteners that are included with this kit. Really beautifully done. Nice job, OutfitR. All right, so here we go. We're working on the primary frame, as OutfitR calls it, and I have it mounted on my vise. If you don't have a vise, you can assemble this on the floor, no worries. I also have the instruction manual here. It says we can assemble it in 5 steps, and we've completed 2 of them, semi-completed 2 of them. No need for you to see this on camera. But essentially what we've got here is a countersunk screw that matches a countersink here, goes in there, and a regular bolt that goes there, and this is matched around the assembly. Now what we want to have once we're done is the ability to fold these over, and this will be essential to the operation of the rack once it's installed. So bear with me, I'm just going to go ahead and tighten these things in right now. Okay, getting us through this part gets us through step 3. Let's go on to step 4. Hey, are you enjoying this? Okay, the next task is to add what they call the folding shank. We've got a pretty substantial countersunk bolt here that matches. This is a 10 millimeter, I'm pretty sure, Allen. And then on this side is the 24 millimeter nut, along with a washer and a spring clip, or we would call it a lock washer. So the point being is that there are 2 holes on the end of this here, and this part, the center part, attaches to that end hole, and I'll show you what we do later. So stand by. Okay, I love it. In America, the proper term for this, the more correct term, is a crescent wrench or an adjustable wrench, but the slang term is monkey wrench. I love that OutfitR calls it a monkey wrench. Why do they call it a monkey wrench? So simple, even a monkey could use it. But I don't have a 24 millimeter open end or drive socket so I can use the tools. So I'm going to use the 10 millimeter Allen out here, which is really substantial, by the way. So a little interesting discovery I made here is that my 10 millimeter Allen is just a little large on that Allen head, and my 3/8 Allen, US size, was just the right size, although slightly undersized, but the 10 millimeter was too big. So just a note to OutfitR, that's kind of a between and betwixt. But we got it tightened up, got the lock washer and the nut on that side there, so we can now put on the extra safety device. Okay, the extra safety device consists of this clevis and this pin here, and that will go into the second hole that we've got on the extension, and it will line up sooner or later with one of these holes. Now I'm going to line it up to be level for now, because this is the part that will go into your bumper, go into your carrier. Let's see if I get that whole picture on the frame there. Let's just tilt this up just a tiny bit. Right there. Okay. Yeah, this is the part that will go into the trailer hitch on your car. So then I look on the clevis, or on the pin here, for where I can put the clevis in, and then we install it by pushing it. And what that's there for is that should anything happen to this nut here, which I hope still in view, you still have, this thing will still be overall attached. Hey, guess what? We're on to the next step. Let's do it. Just a little side note here when it comes to Allen wrenches, and I'm hoping this will show up. I like these Allen wrenches that have a double end. You've got two ways to use it for leverage. And I also like this ball end because that allows you some alignment issue as you're trying to get that bolt started up or to reach a difficult place one. So I like that tip on it. I hope this focuses out. Okay, on to the next step. So the next step is to install the actual mounts for the bicycles onto these two wide arms here. No bolts or nuts are required. We have these prefabbed, pre-assembled sliders here that will allow us to position them. And they're made to have some adjustability because bicycles have different wheelbases. But this is how you slide them on and on. We just unloosen the wheel nut there or tighten it up to hold it in place. So that's next. Outfitter calls the next step installing the cradles, and each arm does keep two cradles, kind of an interesting design. And remember, this will fold up like this and then come down like this. Now the cradles are asymmetric. That means that one has the little nut on one side, the locker, and the other one has it on the other side. So we need to consult the manual to see which goes where. Okay, looking at the manual, here's our slider, and the manual shows that the arm goes in this orientation, and it shows that the cradle with the slider on the inside here goes on first. So we back off that. That doesn't matter where we put it for the moment, because don't forget we're going to adjust this once we have bicycles on it. So I'm going to kind of put it up and out of the way there, and then tighten that up. The outer cradle goes in first, the inner cradle goes in second. So there's these two installed, and checking the manual for our alignment, tighten that up just a little bit, checking the manual for our alignment, the inner cradle goes closer to the vehicle, and remember they go in this orientation. Piece of cake, really. Okay. It's starting to really look like a bike rack. Next we install the J-hooks as Outfitter describes them. The shorter J-hook goes towards the vehicle, which is in this direction here, and the longer J-hook goes away from the vehicle. So we'll do that. And you have it. J-hooks installed. Nice. Don't forget, this will all lay over in various directions here. Okay, let's go on to, I think, what are getting to the final steps, but it really looks like a bike rack. Would you agree? All right, I'm excited to say the next step involves putting our nearly complete bike rack onto the vehicle itself. In my case, it's a BMW X3, and we will be lifting it and sliding it into the receptacle for the trailer hitch. Now, just to note, this weighs 28 and a few ounces, so you're getting on to 29 pounds, and it's not unwieldy, but it's a little bit to kind of get the weight up and carry it there. So make sure that you're capable of handling that kind of weight. If not, just get a friend and it becomes just very easy. So next steps, we're going to put it on the vehicle, and we'll move the camera and try it out. Step 1, remove the rubber cap on the back of your trailer hitch and put it aside. Step 2, grab the bike rack and slide it into your trailer hitch receptacle, and try and line it up to where that bolt hole goes through, so that you can get the lock in place. And I didn't do too badly there. So we've got it installed on the car. Does it look like a trailer hitch to you? No, it's a bike rack. All right, let's go on to the final steps with this. Okay, one last detail. We've got a little reflective here at the back of the rack to put into this exposed in, and that'll give us a little reflective for the following driver. All right, now let's put a bicycle on it. Okay, let's lift the bike onto the cradle, see how well it fits. Now, this is a Cube E mountain bike, and I measured the wheelbase at roughly 44, 45 inches thereabouts. I'll see if there's an official website where I can get that exactly. And I pre-positioned the cradles to just about match that. Now I'm going to lift this, or attempt to lift it into place, just by myself. With the battery still installed here, I could lighten the bike considerably by taking the battery out, but I'm going to just try it by myself. 2 people, this is very easily done. So if you're going out with your buddy, there's no problem whatsoever. But let's just try it with one dude trying to lift it into place here. And I'll see if I can't get an official weight for my mountain bike as well. Okay, I think we've got it. Actually, this could go, no, I think this is it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Now, I've got this Rock Brothers little carry bag here on the frame, and this is going to interfere with where this J-clamp goes. So I'm going to have to take that off, which is quite easily done. And come around here. I'm not going to use the inner bike, so I'm going to drop this J-clamp all the way down and hopefully out of the way here. And then I'm going to drop the upper J-clamp by loosening the wing nut there to put that in place, and then tighten it down down there. I think you want that to be a snug fit. Okay, and the next thing is to put the wheel tire straps on the cradles to hold it in place and set it up like that. I hope this shows up. Anyway, okay, first one on. Okay, so my car is alarming because as I'm backing up, it thinks the bike rack is an object I'm going to run into. So that's just part of the fun. Okay, coming home from our ride and everything is just fine.